Good morning, beautiful people. I'll tell you what, I love riding, but the thing I love more is the beautiful damn people. The people who've said they got my back, they stand behind me. I'm not out for vengeance, I'm out for justice. If you say the police report, Shannon has done wrong. And I've ridden with Shannon for 12 years. I've driven in cars with her, I've driven that. I know she didn't speed. I know she didn't. She didn't ride a bike fast. Anybody who's ever ridden with her knows that she didn't speed. Anytime I went over the speed limit, she'd chew my ass out, and she'd just let me go, and then I'd have to wait and pull over and wait for her to catch up. So I kept her in my mirror the whole time, riding. Any guy who rides with his old lady, you got an eyeball on her the whole damn time. For the past 8 years, from the first time she got her V-Star to her Indian Scout to the Deluxe she just got. I kept her in my mirror for thousands and thousands of miles. We bought that Indian Scout, it had 700 miles. It's got 10,000 on it now. She put a couple thousand on the Deluxe she just got this year already at the first year. And her V-Star, she put quite a bit of miles on it, just putting around on it. She didn't ride with anybody. She just kind of putted around on it and was getting the feel for a bike for 3-4 years before she actually went out and really started riding in groups and everything else with the Indian. But if you've seen the evidence, everything points to me that the lady was on her phone. Everything points to me that she cut over and hit Shannon. I mean, it's still with the lawyers, and it's still kind of in limbo there. So I do have a lawyer, and I guess I just was asking for people to stand behind me because something has to be done. Something has to be done, not just for the justice of Shannon, but for other bikers. People automatically think of a biker and they think that you're going 100 miles an hour, splitting lanes and in and out of traffic and coming up on cars and that. And, maybe there's a few what's given some guys bad names about like that. But for the most part, most bikers know their surroundings better than you do in a car. And they know what's around them, and they're just enjoying their life. They're not trying to lose their life. And Shannon was a very safe rider, very safe. She was cautious. And my personal opinion, her being a cautious rider, she was, I believe, a non-aggressive rider. I almost believe it cost her life, because when you're riding a motorcycle, and like I've talked about it before, I feel like I'm safer moving a little faster than traffic than slower than traffic, because I can control what's going on in front of me. I can't control what's coming up behind me. And I believe that's what happened to Shannon. She just was a little, maybe too cautious. It's hard for me to say that, but I believe she didn't do. I know deeply in my heart she didn't. She's not at fault. The police, on the other hand, they said she's at fault. They said that she sideswiped and rear-ended a car, and there's no witness saying that, and there's no. It's just what the cop come to his conclusion as the accident. And my honest opinion is that they just don't want to charge somebody. But like I say, I'm not out for vengeance. I'm out for justice. I'm not out to get people riled up about it or anything else. I just and I you know I my honest opinion is I don't want to get too much riled up. because I don't want to lose what I got going here, the platform, and being able to talk about Shannan and people listening. But I do love it, and I want people to stand behind me and know they're there. And if we could share pictures of Shannan and justice for Shannan, uh, and maybe a raise, hopefully with the lawyers, and maybe if that don't help, get enough vision and enough people and bikers behind Shannan that she gets a new investigation, because her handlebar is bent forward, her crash bar is bent forward. That does not suggest a rear end. It does not suggest that she was going faster than the vehicle and came up and rear-ended, sideswiped the car. I mean, it just does not suggest that. Everything would be pushed backwards, not forward. Shannon's, her shoe had tire marks on it. It was ripped off of her foot. So, I believe the SUV came over, hit Shannan, kind of went forward as it was coming, ripped her shoe off, flipped it, And of course, nobody wants to admit responsibility, but the evidence is there. I'm not sharing anything what's not public information. Accident reports are public information. I mean, but I lost my love of my life. Shannan kids lost their mom. Her grandkids. She lost her life. She was living her best life. She didn't work out every day for somebody to run her down on the highway. I'm glad that she did take care of herself, because there's recipients of her heart, her lungs, her kidneys, her liver, her eyes. I mean, she was able to donate a lot of organs and save a lot of lives. But I wasn't ready for her life to be over. And it's hard. It's hard. Anybody knows who's the holidays coming around and that, and I've spent the last 12, 13 years with Shannan on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and our wedding. We got married on Christmas, and my birthday, her birthday, all these holidays, all these times are coming. And Shannan and I, during the winter times, and that's when we did a lot of. We traveled this last year. We got in the car, rental car, and we drove to Alabama, across the country. I mean, and had a beautiful time. And usually sometimes like around Christmas and that, it was her and I would go and celebrate Christmas and stuff with her, just her and I, and be down there, go to Vegas and do things, and we love to enjoy life when we enjoyed it together. And now to sell these holidays coming around, and I'm lost. I'm lost, and I'm sure other people can relate to that. But I want to thank everybody for the support and the love for Shannan. And I mean, I couldn't do it without you guys. I couldn't do this without the bikers, my family. Even if you don't ride, I mean, sharing the love and the support. You're my family. You guys are my family. And I believe with us, we can get justice for Shannan. I love you guys. Thanks for being beautiful.